Have you ever had a dream about snakes and woken up wondering, what does it mean? Was it just a random dream, or is your subconscious trying to tell you something? You're not alone. Snake dreams are some of the most common, and yet they remain one of the most misunderstood dreams in the world. Some say snakes in dreams are a warning of danger, of betrayal, of something lurking just out of sight. Others believe they symbolize transformation, shedding the old to embrace something new. But what if the meaning of your snake dream is something much darker? Before you brush it off, you might want to stick around, because what you're about to discover could completely change the way you see your life. The truth behind your snake dream might not be what you expect, and it just might reveal something deeper about yourself than you ever imagined. Ready to find out? Let's dive in. Snakes have fascinated and frightened humans for centuries, and in dreams they carry deep symbolic meanings. But what do they really represent? One of the most common interpretations is transformation and change. Think about it. Snakes shed their skin, leaving the old behind to reveal something fresh and new. If you've been going through a major life shift, starting a new job, ending a relationship, or even discovering a new version of yourself, your dream might be reflecting this transformation. But let's not forget, snakes are also symbols of fear and anxiety. If a snake appeared in your dream, it might represent something hidden, something lurking beneath the surface of your waking life. Maybe there's a problem you've been avoiding, a fear you haven't confronted, or even a person who feels untrustworthy. And speaking of trust, throughout history, snakes have been linked to temptation and deception. From the biblical story of the Garden of Eden to modern psychological interpretations, they often symbolize manipulation, trickery, or even self-doubt. Could your subconscious be warning you about someone in your life? Or is it revealing your own inner conflicts? But here's the thing. That's just scratching the surface. The real meaning of your dream depends on how the snake appeared. Was it attacking you? Were you watching it from a distance? Or were you the one holding the snake? Stay with me, because up next, we'll break down the different scenarios that could completely change what your dream is really telling you. So, you had a dream about a snake. But what exactly was happening? Because how the snake appeared can completely change its meaning. Let's start with one of the most common and terrifying scenarios, being chased by a snake. This usually means you're running from something in real life, a fear, a difficult decision, or even an uncomfortable truth. Maybe there's a problem you've been avoiding, but deep down, you know it's not going away until you face it head on. Dreaming of a snake bite can be a sign of betrayal or a sudden realization. Maybe someone in your life isn't as trustworthy as they seem. Or perhaps the bite represents a wake-up call, something you've been ignoring, but now it's demanding your attention. Now, here's an interesting one. What if you were holding the snake? This can symbolize power, control, or even embracing change. Instead of fearing the snake, you're handling it, which could mean you're gaining confidence in dealing with challenges. Maybe you're stepping into a leadership role, taking control of your emotions, or learning to master something that once scared you. But what if there were multiple snakes? This could mean you're dealing with overwhelming emotions or toxic influences. Are there too many problems piling up at once? Too many negative people draining your energy? Your subconscious might be telling you it's time to clear out the chaos and regain control. And finally, what if the snake was dead? A dead snake often represents overcoming fears, defeating an enemy, or the end of a struggle. If you've recently conquered a personal battle, made peace with a situation, or moved past something that once held you back, your dream might be reflecting that victory. But what if your dream wasn't just about symbols? What if it was a message, a sign trying to guide you? In the next section, we'll explore how to decode your dream's deeper meaning and what it might be telling you about your life right now. So far, we've explored what your snake dream might mean on a personal level. But what if I told you that snakes have been powerful symbols across cultures, religions, and even psychology for thousands of years? Let's start with the psychological perspective, specifically the theories of two of the most famous minds in dream interpretation, Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung. Freud believed that snakes in dreams were symbols of repressed desires, especially related to instincts and hidden fears. To him, a snake could represent something you're suppressing, an emotion, a secret, or even an unresolved conflict buried deep in your subconscious. Jung, on the other hand, saw snakes as a gateway to the unconscious mind. He believed that dreaming of a snake could mean your mind is trying to bring something important to the surface, whether that's personal growth, hidden wisdom, or even an upcoming transformation. But beyond psychology, snakes also have deep biblical meanings. The most well-known story, the Garden of Eden. The snake in this tale represents deception, temptation, and the loss of innocence. If your dream had a snake leading you into temptation, it might be a sign to be cautious. Someone or something in your life could be leading you astray. But here's something fascinating. Snakes aren't always symbols of evil in the Bible. Take the story of Moses' staff turning into a serpent. In this case, the snake represents divine power, healing, and transformation. If your dream involved a snake in a protective or guiding way, it could mean you're on the path to spiritual growth. And speaking of spiritual growth, let's turn to Eastern philosophy, where snakes are seen in a completely different light. In Hinduism and yoga traditions, snakes represent Kundalini energy, a powerful spiritual force coiled at the base of the spine, waiting to be awakened. If you dreamed of a snake rising or moving along your body, it could symbolize a spiritual awakening, your energy shifting, your consciousness expanding, and your soul evolving. So what does all of this mean for your dream? Well, that depends. Was your snake a warning, a guide, or a sign of something greater? In the next section, we'll break down how to take everything we've learned and apply it to your life. By now, you've learned that snakes in dreams can mean many different things. But how do you figure out what your snake dream is really telling you? The answer lies in the details. The first thing to consider, your emotions. How did you feel in the dream? If you were terrified, the snake might represent a fear or threat in your waking life. But if you felt curious or even calm, it could be a sign of transformation or spiritual awakening. Next, pay attention to the actions of the snake. Was the snake attacking you? That could mean you feel pressured or threatened by someone or something in your life. But if the snake was simply there, watching or moving peacefully, it might symbolize wisdom, guidance, or an upcoming change. And here's a crucial detail most people overlook: the color and type of snake. A black snake often represents hidden fears, something unknown or unresolved lurking in your subconscious. A white snake can be a sign of spiritual guidance, a message from your higher self, or even a sign of purity and new beginnings. A green snake is linked to personal growth, healing, or even prosperity. If you've been working on improving yourself, this might be your subconscious cheering you on. But what about whether the snake was venomous or not? If you dreamed of a venomous snake, like a cobra or viper, it could mean you're dealing with a real threat in your life, whether it's a toxic person, a bad habit, or even self-doubt poisoning your progress. But if the snake was non-venomous, the threat might be imagined, a fear that feels bigger than it actually is. So, take a moment. What kind of snake did you see? How did it act? And most importantly, how did it make you feel? Because those details could be the key to unlocking the true meaning of your dream. So you've had a snake dream. Maybe it left you feeling uneasy, maybe it sparked curiosity, or maybe it felt important. But what should you do next? First things first, write it down. Dreams fade fast, sometimes within minutes of waking up. So, Jot down everything you remember, the colors, the setting, the way the snake acted, and most importantly, how you felt. These little details can make all the difference in understanding what your subconscious is trying to tell you. Next, take a moment to reflect on your life right now. Are you facing any big decisions? Feeling overwhelmed? Dealing with someone you don't fully trust? Your dream might be connected to something happening in your waking life. A fear, a transformation, or even a warning. But here's something important. Has this dream happened more than once? If you keep dreaming about snakes, your subconscious might be trying to send you a message. Maybe it's telling you to face something you've been avoiding, or maybe it's guiding you toward personal growth. And finally, take action. If your dream felt like a warning, don't ignore it. Trust your instincts. Maybe it's time to distance yourself from negativity, confront a challenge head-on, or embrace a change that's been waiting for you. Because sometimes, a dream about a snake isn't just a dream, it's a sign that you're ready for something new. So, here's the shocking truth. Snake dreams aren't just random images your brain throws at you while you sleep. They mean something. Whether it's a warning, a sign of transformation, or a message from your subconscious, your dream is trying to tell you something important. And now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever had a dream about snakes? What happened? How did it make you feel? Drop a comment below and let's decode it together. And if you love diving into the hidden meanings of dreams, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We've got tons of fascinating dream interpretations coming your way. Because the more you understand your dreams, the more you understand yourself.